I grew up in church my whole life. I think there's probably only been 10 Sundays at most in my life that I've not been in a church service. My family has always just been that ministry family, always very social, and so just grew up in that lifestyle my whole life. Don't know anything different than the church life. As I was growing up, we had some close family friends that were a part of that group of people that we hung out with all the time, and they were always at our home. They were not blood family, but they were family to us. Early as I can remember, I remember them being around, but some things were just happening in my life that didn't really seem like they were supposed to be happening. And from as early as I can remember, even being in first, second grade, all the way up until I was 15 years old, my dad and mom's friend was sexually abusing me just right up under their nose, and they had no idea. One afternoon, when I was 15 years old, someone gave my dad a call and said, "I want to come over and talk to you and your wife, but I don't want Aaron to be there." And I just knew in my heart what that meant and why he was coming. And they called me in and they just said, "Aaron, we want to ask you something. And we just want you to be completely honest with us." As soon as she stopped talking, I just started crying. And actually didn't say anything at all. And that was all the evidence that my parents needed. And the minute I started crying, my mom hit the ground. She came over and put her head in my lap and said everything that went against what I had been lied and groomed to believe my whole life. I think I got into 17, 18 years old and really just started feeling this hollowness within myself. I would party Saturday night and come home to my parents' house and wake up Sunday morning with a hangover and lead worship to their whole church. There were many instances of me driving home drunk with one eye open, because if I were to open both of my eyes, I knew that I wouldn't be able to see the road. I'm still dealing with some of the thought patterns and stresses or tensions of all of the things that happened to me as a child. I think in many ways, some of those same feelings still will hit me today, of the shame or guilt for those things that I was never intended to carry. And so it would be ignorant to say that all of that season of my life, all of that hurt is just gone. I think I would say that the same feeling that I got when I finally gave my heart back to the Lord is the same feeling that I got when my mom told me, "This will never happen to you again. This was not your fault." That weight lifted off of my chest of all those lies that I believed. You wouldn't believe where the Lord has taken me because I just allowed him in. I am living proof of what the grace and mercy of God can do.
I'm living proof of what the mercy of God can do. If you knew me then, you believe me now. He turned my whole life upside down. He took the old and he That's what the mercy of God can do. Now I'm alive to tell the story how I've overcome. It's His goodness and mercy and the power of His blood. I'm so glad that my freedom wasn't based on what I've done, but the goodness and mercy and the power of the blood. Oh, there's power in His blood. Yeah. I thought I deserved to be 6 feet beneath the earth for all the things I've done, the things I've said, the choices made.